Hello again and welcome to Ndudu by Fafa. So today's recipe is going to center on Zomi. Now Zomi is this amazing spiced palm oil that's from Ghana. And it's nice and creamy and packed with natural flavors. Absolutely. I prefer to use Zomi to just the normal regular palm oil, both of which are made from palm nut, as you can see here. Now, here in the UK, I do have the normal palm oil, and thanks to my mom, I do have the Zomi. So, of course, it's winter here, and you can just tell the normal palm oil, it's, almost just thick, whereby the Zomi, good quality Zomi, would always have this runny consistency. Even though that is still cold, you can actually just see that it maintains that beauty. So that's how to distinguish between your normal palm oil and your Zomi. Absolutely. Now, do ensure that you do source a sustainable Zomi or palm oil, which means wherever you get it from, they do replant the palm tree. Absolutely. Because we've also got to take care of the environment. Definitely. Anyway, so I'm now going to move on to my stock, and I think this is going to be the United Nations of fish. Yes. So I'm going to start off by placing my clay pot on a medium heat. And to that, I'm going to add my smoked fish because I'm going to make this amazing smoky broth. Absolutely. So I've placed my smoked fish in my clay pot, and to that I'm adding the water. Of course, that's how I'm going to make my broth. Next thing is I found this fresh blended ginger that is frozen in a pack. I think I got this from Sainsbury's, and I'll be using 4 cubes of that. I'm not going to be using my normal ginger, garlic, aniseed sort of mixture. I'm just, leaving it so because I'm respecting the flavors here. Now the next thing is I'm going to add the spicy aromatic flavor in the form of my chilies. And I'm using my kaswa peppers from here. You can use the normal Ghanaian bakbushoto known as the petit bell chilies, or the beautiful aromatic yellow chili. Now that is also spicy, but you don't need a lot. You just need about 1, maximum 2 for that. But then again, you can reduce the amount of chili to suit your personal preference. Now the next thing, of course, is adding my onions because I'm making the most amazing, all naturally packed flavor stock or broth, may I say. And yes, I'm going to allow this to simmer. Now next, I've got my tilapia fillets here, and I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil. I've got my grill on 180 degrees, and I'm going to grill this for about 10 to 12 minutes because, as I mentioned earlier, this is the United Nations of a fish dish. Absolutely. So yeah, once that's done, I'm just now going to move on to my broth again. And I'm just going to add my dried herrings. Yes, I told you it's a fishy affair here. That sounds so touchy, doesn't it? Now I'm going to allow this broth to simmer for about 10 to 12 minutes to allow the infusion of flavors to take place because I'm respecting the flavor of each ingredient that's in this pot. You see, it's not any other food, it's Ndudu by Fafa. Now at this point, your grilled tilapia should be ready. Now in the absence of that, you can use your normal smoked tilapia or absolutely, that works perfectly. So yes, I'm just adding my grilled tilapia now, and you can see it's just nice and beautiful. And I'm just going to mix everything together, as I always say, till it's well combined. So now it's time for me to take my kaswa pepper out of my broth because I'm going to be blending this. But I'm not going to blend it on its own. I am going to blend this with my dried shrimp. Because yes, yet again, that's going to be the base of my broth. So you see, I'm building upon the flavor at each step. So I've got some onion pieces and I've got the kaswa pepper. So this is going to be spicy. Now, as I said, the amount of chili you use should actually be to your personal preference. So once it's blended, just add it to your broth and mix everything together till it's well combined, yet again maintaining that medium heat. So I've allowed this to just simmer for about 3 minutes. Now, traditionally, one would use GBOMA, which I believe is a garden eggs leaves for thy okra soup. But of course, being in the diaspora, I'm using kale, and the kale needs to also cook a little bit. So I'm adding that now, and I'm just going to mix everything together till it's well combined and allow this to simmer just for about 2 to 3 minutes. And just to allow the kale to also, absorb the flavor of the broth without a doubt. And yes, I have filmed my salting session. So of course, add your salt to taste at this point because the infusion is there and I'm just reducing the broth, but at the same time, the kale is cooking perfectly. I did mention this is an all fish affair. Of course, I've just blended some, dried shrimps in there, just, for that additional flavor, as you can tell. Anyway, so I've got my smoked haddock, cod, and salmon pieces here. You would find this as a fish mix in most supermarkets, or even if you visit your fishmonger, you can get a pack of that, and they are incredible. So I'm just going to add that to my broth at this point, and I'm just going to mix everything together till it's well combined, because this is where that I'd say that this dish is almost done. And when I say almost done, of course, I have to add the okra, which is also another main part of this recipe, because without it, I'm not making any okra. Now, mom brought me this amazing original, okra from Ghana. And so I chopped that and kept it in the freezer. So yes, I'm just adding the frozen pieces to my broth. And I'm just going to mix everything together till it's well combined. And I'm also going to add a little bit of my bicarbonate soda. Now, bearing in mind this recipe, when I was making it, I just made it when I came back from work. I was hungry, bish bash bosh is exactly what I was doing. Under normal circumstances, I would have steamed the okra separately with some onions and chilies. But this is a bish bash bosh, absolutely. So here I'm adding my bicarbonate soda, and that would ensure that this broth maintains its greenness and also it activates the mucilaginous nature of the okra. Now, this just needs simmering for another 3 to 4 minutes because I'm almost to the end. Now, this is where the Zomi comes to play. Absolutely. Now, normally, if you watch any of my okra recipes where I've used a normal palm oil, I started off with the palm oil and then, infused some flavors into it. But of course, because Zomi is just absolutely amazing and it has this beautiful flavor, is the last thing that I do add to the dish. Absolutely, because I need that beautiful, delicate flavor to just, add to my mixture, and that just makes it even, beautiful. So I'm just going to mix everything together and I'm just going to allow this to simmer for about another 4 minutes, and I think I'll be done. So I hope I have given you that reason to click the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, and the notification button, which means that each time I do upload a video, you are notified of it. And I have got another recipe coming up where Zomi is definitely representing again. You won't believe how incredible that recipe is. I mean, I enjoyed it so much. Now, just when my soup is almost done, I've added my prawns, as you do, because I need my prawns to still, be, juicy and just so and beautiful, because you just don't want an overcooked prawn because it becomes all rubbery and just tough, and no, we don't want that. So that's the last thing that I do add to it. Did I just say the last thing? Of course, I'm adding my casua pepper, as you can see. And it had to rain some onions. that's a prerequisite when you come onto the Ndudu by Fafa's cooking channel. Absolutely. Let's add the chunks of, sliced onions to this mixture. Mix everything together. And guess what? I think this is perfect. I'm just going to enjoy it on its own. Yes, the akbule, banku, kenke, or whatever can come back later. Because this is, a meeting of flavors between Ndudu and this, pot of goodness. I'm going to, hide in my little corner and just enjoy my medley of fish, from the smoked fish, so it's got the smoked fish in there, you've got the smoked haddock cod, you've got salmon in there, you've got dried herrings, you've got the dried shrimp that's been blended into this. I mean, seriously, we are united as a nation. Absolutely. Naturally, I would leave the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog in dudubyfafa.blogspot.com, so do check it out. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter as in Fafa, so do pass by and say hi. Narelle, thank you very much for my theme song, and until next time, be kind, be nice, be beautiful, be gorgeous, and guess what? I love you for you. Thank you for watching.